Alright. Hello everybody. I think we can start right now. We're gonna move on right now. Alright, yeah. Just wanted to have some fun with this image. Because why not? Because I was like about to maybe show it in case the players weren't ready. But for me, we're gonna move right now. Just put it back if it's necessary. But let's go back with the match. I think the players are going to be ready here. So I think we have one of the players being ready. So we have Andre, which is going to go on bottom. All good. Also, I hope everyone is doing well. Hopefully you're going to enjoy these matches here. And I'll provide the commentary as usual, alone. Yep. The Billy tag is just for the memes, obviously. For those people that actually know that I've been rated by an Taku pretty much, but yeah. Anyways, I'm just going to look who is the other player that is going to come from the other team. Also, RCF following me. Thank you very much, Royal Carfires. Hey, nice. How do you join these events? This is like way more different than like the tournaments you do in my stream. This is called Team War. So I think you've never seen these. They are like very competitive, I'd say, tournaments because you have like some clans, some sort of teams with like known players. And if you want to, for example, register there, you actually need to build a team. And I believe you still need to pay an entry fee, if I'm correct. Alright, it's going to be Kurosuke. Right, just checking everything up. Oh, I think we're ready. So whenever they can, we're gonna launch the match. Herb didn't let me play. I feel you. Let's see both of them. They're ready. Let's go right into it. First match. Also, I hope my mic is not like that strong. So if you want guys me to like lower the volumes, like being the music or being the volume, feel free to tell me. Also, one setting I forgot, but I'm going to do it right off the bat. If it's not done. Yes, it's not done. Wait a second. Alright, we got the voices here because this is what I want. No visuals. No speak lines. Everything is good. Right, so Kurosuke with Element Saber and the Prismatic Molahu. Okay. So that's one card ends the turn, all good. Classic field pretty much here. Right, let me see. Because I believe... I mean, if he's playing Crow, he should be playing Shriny. It's very... Like, there was a time for, like, Blackwing players that were playing Crow just to, like, use a skill that I'd say not manipulate, but, like, plays around the Blackwings. But it's not something we see a lot. Also, a Shirinu story, so he activated already. Now, this is a new card. I'll need to, like, remember the effect of that card, pretty much. Oh, this is if... Okay, this is if he controls a zombie. I see. Yeah, the second effect doesn't matter, but the good thing about the card is if the opponent has a monster, well, you can pretty much special summon anything. Any zombie. Has a solitaire again. He had 2 in the hand, which I'm quite surprised. For most of the Shirani players, in my opinion, they're going to play the new cards. At some point, Yugo, you need to have... I know Shirani story, so this card, it's going to be sort of mandatory at some point for the Shiranu decks. There's also the Shiranu style Solemnity, I believe that's the name of the card. I do still think the card is interesting, but they say that it's like slow. I mean, it's counterable obviously when you like think of Cosmic Cyclone or anything that involves destroying the card before it uses its effect. Alright, so he decided to use the effect of Molahu and he did it on Solitaire. Now, that is clever first of all, because if you flip down the tuner, we'll have it the same indeed, but doing it to the Solitaire is even better because he can attribute itself to then special summon another Shirani. So that was a good call here. Obviously, because he has the Palace, he's going to get a lot of advantage when it comes to flip down his opponent's monster. Right, so he goes to activate the Palace and searches for another Molahu. Going for the 2 Molahu here, alright. I think he's gonna want to not attack the... Yep. If he attacks the tuner, he will have given a good, let's say, graveyard for Andre, because he just needs to do Solitaire with the tuner, so Spectre's board, to then do, I don't know, for example, it can be Samurai Saga, it could also be the Arcfiend Skull, or anything like that. But the idea is, you let your opponent, you let Andre get a Spectral Sword back in the field, to then do another time, again, a Synchro. Alright, he skips the turn, he wants to take his time, because he knows that attacking the tuner, he needs to like find a way to deal big damage in order to not like let Andre do any synchro. So I think it is possible that Kurosuke is going to opt for some stalling until he gets the good setup, and then can do, for example, piercing damage with Purgatory. That's one thing he could do. Right, he has the Solitaire here. I do believe he is going to get conjured. I mean, there's 2 Molahus on the field. Right, he uses the Floodgate. Fair enough. Right, decides to summon the Aleister. I do believe, yeah, he has 1 card. He has an Element Saber in the graveyard. It was now, alright, I was correct. Gets countered by the Lancer. And Lori Max, thank you very much for the follow. Hope you enjoyed these matches. Alright, yet again he decided to not attack. He's already waiting for the Purgatory here. Right, he uses Raigeki Break here. So this is... Yeah, this is during main phase, alright. I thought that was like during the draw phase, but no, alright. He probably wants to go for the phase down card. No, alright. Okay, good move here. Good move here to destroy the face down one, the Solitaire that has been like locked because of the Floodgate. He decides to not even try any synchro. All good. So there's another invocation this time. And he's going to take over the Spectral Sword here. That will all depend on the phase on card there is, but he is in a very bad position. Andre is going to be able to come back here. Quite a tough field. And thank you very much for the follow. Hope you enjoyed this matches. Alright, so there should be 2 cards for the response. There's the Aleister, well no, even more actually. That would be the Aleister on the hand of Kurosuke. There's also the 2 Molahus that will interact with the cards on the field. So he had Canadia, so obviously he's going to go for the flip down of Gatrio. Alright. Not attacked again. Oof. He has been controlled easily. Unfortunately. I mean, indeed, that will depend on the hands we get, but still there was some good plays on the side of Andre. I still wonder why he wasn't able to do a synchro actually when the Solitaire was actually sent to the graveyard. Because if I do check it out, there was 2 others, and he should have been able to do the synchro here. Thank you very much for the follow, Alexander Kavanagh. I do believe he had the possibility to do the synchro. Maybe he was like not willing to do it because, alright, Molahu uses the effect of the Palace and then puts it face on. Maybe it would give like more food to the Purgatrio maybe coming after. But that was still something he could try for. Forbidden Lance. Right. He doesn't have any more cards. Alright. First win is going to go for Kurosuke. And just update the scores here. Just give it a win. So as usual, because it's the beginning of matches, they can think if they want to use the repeat or not. But I think when it comes to repeat, we will mostly see the people do it at the end of an entire match, or even during the middle, we can actually see some. So yeah. Oh wait, there's this. Oh, that is the repeat button I touched. Oh, I wanted the deck here to remove. Oh, good. Also, just for the notes, I believe there are like 3 other team wars going on as well. So feel free to hop in the others as well if you want to see other matches maybe going on just for curiosity, so as everyone wishes. Here is obviously like, how should I say, I casted team wars here, which is ClawClan against the Unforgiven. But if you're like willing to see more games as well, you can do so. There is no problem. Alright, so he switched to another deck this time. So we know Harpy's hunting ground. That means Blackwings. And it's actually Blackwings beginning first, alright. I think that is indeed better to go first, is what I wanted to say, but I was gonna try to do the bait here. Alright. I mean, what we will say mostly is if the player actually sets card, you generally know that maybe Blackwing didn't get the good hand. Maybe he can still do plays, that is one thing we need to not forget. So that's one of the 2. advance 2 cards and go for the Molehu. Alright, he ends the turn here. Alright. There are many things that can be possible here by the look of the field. You can have either Molehu able to use its effect by discarding an element saber from his hand. Otherwise, he's going to control his opponent with the 2 set cards he has. Alright, wait a second. That Cosmic Cyclone used on the main phase and not at the end phase of his turn. I don't know why. I don't know why he went for the Cosmic Cyclone in main phase instead of the end phase, which will give him more advantage. Alright, so Unending Nightmare at least being activated, plus is going to help Kuronosuke too. Well. Alright, 2 Cosmic Cyclones at the opening hand. Alright, that's quite a surprise here. I still think he should have like activated it. Oh, okay, he didn't even care. Alright. Understandable. Because he had another pizza. The thing is, I wonder how is he able to deal with the Molehu, because Molehu maybe has some answering to his cards. That's one of the things. The only good thing is, because there's no Palace, Molehu is not going to get boosts if he ever like uses his effects to like send element sabers to the graveyard. So if he, for example, yeah, exactly. There might be some response, that's the thing. I do believe Molehu is going to be able to respond, which is going to be a bad thing. But Andre has to try, he knows he doesn't have a choice here. Alright, so he did have an element saber in hand. This card is the La Poela. Alright, he got the Palace. Decides to add Aina. Alright. Oh, he's cheeky, that's why. Okay. This makes sense. He went to add Aina just so he can actually do a fusion with one of the cards from his hand. Very nice. So I don't know. Alright, he has that much attack points. Still almost lethal. Oh, he is going for the lethal this time, easily. He thought, well, he just needs to flip. Yeah, sorry. He needs to flip his Molehu. Put it just up if he wants to, but I mean, he has the Magelanica. Being able to destroy the Zephyros, 2000 attack points. It's going to be the win for Kuronosuke yet again, which is giving the team for ClawClan 2-0. Alright, let me just update the scores here. Alright, so now we're actually going to be waiting for the next player. just going to put that image yet again. Okay. Anyways, just waiting for the other player from the Unforgiven team. Alright. So, pretty much a good start for the CC team here. And I think one of the classic things, by the way, we see in Team Wars is most of the players, no matter the team, they usually go with decks like Dark Magician or Element Saber or Serrano at the beginning of a Team Wars. I don't think we've ever seen any Crystron at the beginning. It can happen, but I mean, it's generally the second deck. You don't go with it in first. Generally at the middle of a Team Wars. I'm sure we're actually going to be seeing some Crystron. I mean, any team that wills to like win one of these Team Wars generally has Crystron, because it's a really good deck when it comes to control. Alright, I think the player is ready. Removing these mages. Alright. I'm gonna see what is the name of the player. I'm going to go to the list of room members as well. So far it is loading. So it can be me if the room hasn't like loaded properly, otherwise there's just another thing, which is a bit strange when what is going on. Let me just verify. Alright, I knew there was something fishy. Alright, no thanks for the event, nobody cares about your event, the event is trash, thank you very much. I prefer Team Wars, I prefer to cast them. Anyways, so I don't know if this is my imagination, but I do believe the player hasn't joined the table yet, or at least I hope so. Alright, it's going to be Flash. So whenever they are ready, I'm going to put their name after. Wait a second, if it's Flash. Alright. Launching the space date right now, and let's go. Alright. I think the room, because I know sometimes it is glitchy. Alright. Now it is loading. I'm going for the ESSG star, which could be anything. Actually, come to think, I know there's like fewer players that are actually playing Ritual Beast on Team Wars. I don't think I've seen any Ritual Beast. Might be possible to see one. I have my wonders here. I mean, if you play Ishizu, it can be Dark Magician, it can be Ritual Beast, like lots of decks. But these two are the principal ones in my opinion. Mainly with if we like count the fact that actually Ritual Beast as a deck, as a meta deck, came back in the ladder, so. Alright, turn of Kudonosuke here, and he begins with the Palace. It is really good to go with whatever he has. Palace means you can search any card from your deck that lists Element Saber, add it to the hand. He's gonna go for Molohe. Classic play. Why? Because like that he at least has some control card that does like an edit whenever he wants. And then he can have some spell traps if he actually possesses some in the end and actually go for Nalu. Alright. I think I know what he was going to do. Alright. So he wants to already go for the fusion. Going to cast it is here. it is the turn of Trash. Sorry, Flash. Oh my god. Apologies. No, it's my bad. I don't know why I was thinking of Trash. Oh my goodness. My bad, it's Flash. It's Flash. Not disrespecting anybody, of course. I don't know, it just came in my mind. I was thinking something else. Do not ask me why. Alright, he goes for Dark Magician here. Fair enough. I mean, if you see Ishizu, it's generally going to be Dark Magician at most. So Dark Magical Circle giving him the Magician Navigation, so he's pretty nice so far. Uses Kaiku. Alright. The question is, if he doesn't have Dark Magician, how is he going to be able to defend himself? Sets only one card. I'm quite surprised he ends the turn like that. Alright, now indeed there will be a lot of questions. This will depend on the hand of Kuronosuke. So the only thing we know that he has in hand is going to be the Aleister that he got back on the first turn. So he went for Clausidus, turn 1. Uses the effect of Invocation to get the Aleister back in hand. So indeed he can like go for another Invocation if he wants to by summoning Aleister. Otherwise he's going to play another card. Alright, he goes for La Poela. Very nice choice. Very nice choice. Like that, he's going to force Flash to not activate the card, otherwise it gets negated. And the other issue is you have a Clausidus with pretty nice stats, able to destroy the Kaiku, no problem. Not going to be a lot of damage obviously, but in terms of card control, Kuronosuke has the advantage because of La Poela. Also Clausidus because of the defense. Alright, he goes directly for the end phase. Now that is normal, he cannot attack. He cannot attack because he used the effect of the Palace turn 1 to search for Nalu, then use it for the fusion of Clausidus. Alright. He'll have to find some way to... I think he's gonna try to be patient instead and just maybe go secure as much as possible. Otherwise he just needs to attack. Yeah, I forgot about this. Attack the La Poela. I do think maybe Kuronosuke was like trying to do some bait against Flash, so good patience on the side of Flash here. Because I think Kuronosuke wanted to trick his opponent to think that he was able to do the battle phase, but actually he was not. So good plays from both players here. Right, he throws the card, turn of Kuronosuke here. Right, he summoned Molahu. Wants to go for the battle phase. There should be 3 cards in response, or even 4. That means 2 on the side of his opponent and then 2 on the side of Flash. Goes for the navigation here. Does he want to activate the second one if he has? He called if he wants to negate the effect of like cards even more, so he has the choice. Alright, so he used the effect of the circle on the palace. Very nice. That is a good choice here. Flash forcing the opponent to use an Aleister. Okay, he had concentrated the current. I wonder how much damage is he going to do. Because after using it, he can use a Aleister in combination, and that will give the Cossidus a lot of stats. Uses Dark Magic Expanded. Alright, he uses... Alright. Interesting that he didn't want to... Okay, I see. I think he wanted to like save that Aleister to be able to do the fusion and not use it even if it's like to try the lethal. He could even like respond after the Dark Magic expanded. I do believe Aleister has that kind of timing in which you can actually give more stats if you want to the card. I don't think that will have him forcefully lethal. No, here he needs... I don't know, like, I do believe Dark Magician players do not use Herald of the Abyss. So, for example, to get rid of the Cossidus, it's quite hard for them to get rid of that card. They need, like, any other card, maybe. One of the examples will have been the Dark Magic Expanded, so this card, which is giving some 1000 stack of boost to any player here. I mean, any spellcaster. And like that, I will be able to get rid of the Cossidus. But then there's the Aleister on the other side here to defend. Also 3D, thank you very much for the follow. I've seen your name, no worries. Goes for the battle phase just to get rid of that Moloch for the sake of it. Right. Decides to use one of his monsters in the graveyard. He's going to go for the Purgatrium. He goes for it. He goes for the Purga. Invocation gets negated. Yeah, the second copy. Now he is able to do the mulligan of Invocation to put it back in the deck, and gets himself the Aleister back in hand. Alright, he sets one card face down. He got... I actually wonder what spell trap he had face down on the side of Flash. Possibly another navigation, but he didn't get any Dark Magician in hand. Going to be the win for Kunonosuke again. And thank you very much, guys, for the follow. Appreciate it. So, in terms of core... Alright, gotcha. Alright, seems that we have the first repeat of the match. So I'm gonna throw the spectate and put the repeat button. First repeat for the team of the Unforgiven. Flash decides to go yet again with Dark Magician. I think that is a good call. mainly when it comes to matchup. Dark Magician against Element Saber is still like some matchup that pretty much depends on luck here. And if, for example, Dark Magician gets the good hand, you're pretty much good to go when it comes to like defeat an Element Saber. Now, obviously, one thing I forgot to say, all commentary I do is my opinion, as I know everybody also have like their own vision of the game, maybe their own opinions here. So I do accept any critiques or any debate if anybody has something to say. Why not? I'm open to ears. I'm open. Wait, how do they say the expression? Anyways, Dark Magician begins, has the Magician Rod. Now, if he has a good hand, he will think pretty quickly which cards to get. But I think he's thinking if he wants to go for the secure, or just go for the usual, which will be searching the Dark Magical circle and try the luck. But like, this is the thing for Dark Magician. If you have a lot of cards that list Dark Magician, you're generally fine when it comes to like build the deck. Mainly when you have like 3 Dark Magical circle, and then even more cards, like you get a lot of luck most of the time. Not easy to get it obviously because you're playing a card game which is RNG. But still, that's one thing about Dark Magician. Also 2 cards finished on. Flash this time is looking good with the feel he has. Alright, he decides to go in defense here. So I think he's gonna try to stall with spells and traps. Otherwise, he can go with nothing. Actually, I wonder if he's like going to want to banish the monster or the spell trap. If I was him, I could be a mad lad, go for the face down card. I mean the monster. Okay, now this is a tougher choice, but 3 face down cards. I mean, if he has a navigation, it still protects him. He has a navigation to like negate one of the effects, and I mean banishing, for example, the face down could help him a lot as well. To pretty much lock most of the plays from Koronosuke. Uses navigation during main phase? Alright, I'll see why he does this. No, I cannot guess why he did this play here. That's quite interesting. Like, there has been some plays from the Unforgiven that I couldn't understand yet, so I'm quite curious why he goes for the main phase. Unless it is just to like manipulate the timer. Okay, it wasn't an Aleister. Still banishes an Aina. Alright. 1 card set on the side of Flash. 3 cards set on the side of Koronosuke. The question is, does Koronosuke has the correct defense here? Sets another card. He wants to go full attack, all 3 monsters in tap position. First attack passes. Now he's thinking if he wants to go later or not, and he is going for it. He is trying it. Alright. It does seem that he did the gold call on going full attack here. Going to be the first win for the Unforgiven. All good. First point for the team. Good repeat call so far. Alright, let me just modify the scores here. Okay. Second team. And then. And they're ready to go yet again. They're not messing out. They're not messing around here. They want to go for the matches, duels already. And there's a star, possibly a mirror match. Very possible that we see a mirror match. We'll be really surprised if we see Ritual Beast in this match, but I personally think there's going to be no Ritual Beast on the next weeks. Maybe I'll have to re-watch the reports as well, because I do believe I've seen some Ritual Beast, but I'm not sure. I know there has been some very special decks like DD that I had to cast as well, which really surprised me to see some DD as well. Alright, it's going to be Heroes. With H-Star, I'm quite intrigued why he goes. I've seen this. Now, this is not really new for me to see Heroes using H-Star, but still intriguing to see why they want to play the version like that. Fair enough. So, discarded the Celeste by the effect, Celestial by the effect of Forest. Increases the side to repeat the Forest. Going to bring the Vine. Vine is going to send the Malicious. Malicious is going to spawn another Malicious on the field. He can also wait for Malicious, I think, if he wants to, but he possibly wants to go in defense after. I'm not really sure if he wants to go right now, but it's possible he can go right now as well. I do think the best will be to wait, mainly because thing is, if you see the graveyard, the fact that he has Celestial, if you want to use Celestial, you need to target Celestial with another hero, Destiny hero, and you can add from the deck 2 cards. No, for this condition, obviously you need no cards on hand. 0. But still. If he doesn't have any way to discard cards on the next turn, he will not really be able to play with the Celestial. Now, because he has some defense, the opponent is probably going to look for an attack, or maybe not. We'll see. But the thing is, how should I say that? If he attacks one of the monsters, one of them is destroyed and sent to the graveyard. And then, if there's like all the cards set on the field, he can use the effect of Celestial. But the fact that he has like 3 cards, I do not think he's really going to be using Celestial next turn. But the situation, I don't think it is really possible. Alright, he goes, he sets 1 card here. Does he set a second card? Talking about Flashy. And as usual, I'm really scared of these poses. Sometimes, and I'll have to say it really, long poses for me right now means I had some DC or I had like the room lagging. And it happened, I think, for me one time while I was doing a Team Wars. But no, okay, he goes 2 card set. Right, first Cosmic Cyclone. He's going to go secure here. Oh my. Alright. Quite surprised. Seems that there was like no timing for flash at all. He banishes that navigation. He did the correct call as well on the card, but maybe there was like 2 navigation as well. Who knows? He really went for it, so I'm quite surprised at that move. Before battle phase he can use the skill, but I don't think he's going to will to. Plus there is no point. Going to be off for Koronaski, but I think so far he has almost lethal, but it also depends on that set card. This one could be the other navigation. So he still has an answer. Okay, going for adoration here. Goes for Shield Tomes. And goes for Battle Phase. Alright, that's going to be lethal here. Alright, going to be the win for Kurnosuke here. I'll be updating the scores as well here. So now we'll be waiting for the other player to join. And I'll put the screens again to scare the people. Because they're gonna think of me, I'm cringe. But it's a funny picture, so enjoy it. Okay. So now we're going to be waiting for the other player from the Unforgiven team. And they're actually ready. Wow. Let's go right into it. Alright. We're gonna have Seren. Alright, so just going to put the name like that. No, wait. Don't tell me I got baited. What was? Okay. Okay. That was nothing. I thought that was like one of the players of the roster, but I think that's like one of the perfect. Alright, it's her. All good. They're ready to go. Let's go right into it. Going to give him the 2 days. No, everything is okay. Alright, let's go. 6th duel of this encounter. Alright, we see some Yami-Yugi. I think we know what deck he is using. Alright. So Kuranosuke begins. Alright, Stratos. Going to have a Faris in hand, possibly, unless he has a Faris. He can go for Malicious or Celestial, just to discard them. Also, hello Rodlop. Hope you're doing well. Alright, decides to add Faris here. Alright, sets a card here. Ends the turn, I'm quite surprised. Happens that I see some heroes actually do very few plays. Now it obviously depends on the hand, or if they don't want to have all the cards like already in the graveyard and they prefer to like start the combo on the next turn. Very understandable with this move. Alright, solid field on the side of Herfir. Molehud and the Palace and then 2 card set. He's actually about to destroy the Stratos, all good. Alright, the first one was a Cosmic Cyclone. He's gonna decide to go and banish one of the face down cards here. Alright, banishes the Unending Nightmare, which I don't think will ever have helped him against hero. Interesting that he plays this card. So having this one banished is not really something that Herf is going to worry about. Also, the only, how should I say, the good use of that card is I paid 1000 stack. Pretty much. Now, indeed, you destroy a face-up card on the field that is good against certain matchups, but when you play against hero, having this card out is pretty nice. Because I mean, it's really pointless to have this card. Like, maybe, okay, you could, for example, destroy the Increase indeed, but like, thing is, Increase has the timing to tribute summon another hero, special summon himself if you don't want to get it like destroyed and then do his combo. So okay, he is wanting to destroy spells and traps and the Malahi activates the effect before the destructions. So now his lighting increase have the timing. Alright, there's indeed an answer. And normally increase has that answer to like target one of his monsters. He could like target the forest, summon itself, destroy the 2 spell traps. Unless he has another card that can respawn and not the increase, which I would be surprised. No, it is okay. That's some classic play here, when you have an increase. Also, welcome to everybody coming in this stream. Hope you're enjoying these matches and these duels. And yo, Lolly, how's it going? Alright, he was only able to destroy 1 card. Okay, Prismatic Floodgate, my lord. Always funny to see these prismatics in some of the decks of the people. Some are really impressive. Okay. Alright, now he has 3 cards on the field, talking about Kuronosuke. Able to search himself some good old polymerization. I actually wonder if he's going to want to go for other, not Trinity. I mean, if he has another monster in hand, it's pretty much a win for him. That is the thing. No, goes for Adoration. Actually, it's still a win. I can't, let me count, it's time for math. It is a win. It's going to deal 4,300 damage. Now, if Herf has anything to protect himself in hand, Lethal is countered. So we'll see what is going to happen. And there's also Malicious Special summoned from the deck. Uses Silk Tomes just in case. Alright, he has lethal here, definitively. Alright, well. Alright. Kuronosuke takes the win here. So far, we have a man carrying his team. I think his claws are really sharp so far. Pretty impressive performance for him. So yet again, we have Kuronosuke pretty much able to like put pressure on the Unforgiven, which is pretty surprising. We'll see what is going on. But I think Herf can turn the tables. Alright, so what I wanted to do is this. Alright. And then it's going to be the scores, and also I'll have to check if they want to do a repeat. That's another thing I haven't seen. So let me see if it is repeat, because I don't think it is yet, but it's possible. Alright, let me check this out. Alright, Herf called for a repeat, so they use the 2 repeats here. Now they don't have any more repeats. They're going for it. We're gonna throw the spectate, just need to change the icon as well, and we're ready to go. Yet again, I don't think it is a bad call. Not at all. That is actually for me a good call in my opinion. The importance of the repeat is like, when you know the matchup is still fine for your deck, it's going to be nice. I mean, you can like have chances to win. That's how I see a lot. Alright. Pretty much a not bad. Okay, already going for the Fiendish Signal, good. Already countering that Stratos. And there's also an answer, which is worse. We'll see what is going to happen. I do think maybe the answer comes from the Molahi, but I do still think it also has... There's some answer on the side of Kuronosuke. hopefully they're going to be able to defend themselves. Now I do think Molyneux is still able to answer for the next monster being special summon. Alright, mass change. So we're gonna see, I believe the mass change here, they summon what is called Blast, I believe is the name. Alright, indeed it is Blast. So now he was able to add the monster after to beauty because he used the effect that it wasn't negated by the Fiendish. He's gonna go for the... Alright, does he want to use the effect or not? He uses it. Just to make sure that he doesn't do the lethal or anything. Sends another Molyneux as well. Nice choice because he has already one Molyneux, which is still fine. Okay, that was quite a late palace here. That was quite a late way to use the effect. He already used it once pretty much, so... Alright, let me see. He summons the forest, has the... Okay. Increased tributes. Wait, does it have to be face up? Okay, this is actually interesting. Okay, I do wonder why he cannot target the face down card if it is considered as hero. Is it because of the word masked? That is intriguing, because he could have like gone for the one being like Canadian unless he just wants to keep it for next turn. I said nothing. I said nothing. He just wants to go for the plasma. Also he goes for the malicious, special summoning. Another one. Wants to put himself in defense. Another polymerization. My goodness. This opening hand is really insane so far. Alright, it's going to be lethal here. Wow. Oh my goodness. Wow. Alright. I don't know why there are some foes here. That is impressive. Unless there was like any hand trap that I missed, but... Unless I glitched, which could happen. That would be funny if this glitched and that is already the end of the match. We're gonna verify this. Okay, in my opinion, this has glitched. Let me just verify this. Just to make sure. No. So it hasn't ended. There were... I don't know, there was like some sort of answer, which is strange. So I'll be verifying yet again. We're gonna try to catch them up, but normally that was the end of the duel unless there was something going on. So I do apologize for this. Here I am trying to fix it. Disturbia, the detective, is going to try to figure out what happened. So we're gonna be back yet again to show the plays. I think for those that missed, can be fine. Alright, just trying to hurry up. Increase, yep, that was it. Then he summoned the Vion, sends a malicious, then gets himself a polymerization. He does a plasma here first. This is not a replay. I'm just like trying to catch the max Zarex because there was an issue as it was like somehow soft lock. So I'm trying to verify what happened, but it should have been the end of the duel. It wasn't. Alright, so I did good for that because I know there was like something I didn't understand. It sounds like he wasn't able to do the battle phase, and I think he was like trying to understand why. Alright, so Kurosaki has used the Destiny Draw as the Palace gets himself a Molyneux. Alright, Fiendish Chain, on which card is it going to be? Because he has technically to do it on the Plasma. Plasma is the card he should target, and then he's able to chain because it's a quick effect. And I think he's gonna... I don't know if he's going to put himself face down. He'll have to do it for the adoration, yeah. Let me just check this card, by the way. This one can attack directly normally, so... I think one of the effects in the graveyard had something here that doesn't let someone attack directly, which is strange in my opinion. So I'm trying to see which card does it. Okay, no, it's not this one. Is it Adoration as well? Let me see. No. Okay, I have no idea indeed. For me, he had the lethal. He had the lethal, so indeed I do not understand anything that happened for Kurenosuke. Okay, turn 2. Okay, I'm still trying to verify whatever happened. Yeah, very weird. He was just able to tackle. I don't know. I have no clue why. Looks like there was some sort of glitch maybe, or some errata with the cards. That is still something that is like questioning myself. Right, he goes for the Plasma. Also does a mass change. Oh, that is a mad combo. Just to remove the Molahu like that. Direct attack. Zero Kuriba to protect him. And nothing. Kurenosuke yet again takes the win here. Alright. And doing good, Gustavo. Hope you're doing well as well. Any deck from the new deck appearing? I don't understand your question at all. No clue what you're talking about. Alright. Just going to change the scores here as well. Yeah, it happens, Zarex. I mean, for some of the matches, it can begin like that, and sometimes the tables can turn on. It's very rare that you see a player really like giving so many points to the team with like just one deck. Like once I think I had to commentate one of the matches where you had Crystron doing a 7-0, which is very hard in my opinion to do it with Crystron, so happens, anything can happen. But for real, I thought like I was glitching, and I was actually glitching. I was actually not understanding anything that happened. So I think maybe the team was like talking and trying to understand whatever happened when it comes to... Okay, Markham X. Oh, it's Markham. Alright. So whenever the two are ready. Alright, throwing the spectate. Let's go. And I'll be giving you the 2 spot for the decks. Let's go. Alright, going for the first Crystron, I think, because I mean Mako, unless there's balance. We read the SK, which is why he didn't have Plasma. Okay, I'm trying to understand what is SK, so I do apologize for that ball. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, indeed. Possibly. Because some of the timings are like... Oh, okay, I think he didn't attack so he doesn't get in defense position, I guess. Yeah, I see you. No, I really couldn't see it. Like, for me that was quite unexpected. I rarely see this kind of play where someone let another player attack and also decide to end the turn. And Herif had toggle off for the adoration. That's the thing. Exactly, yeah. That was entirely intentional. That was a clever move indeed from Herif, and also, I mean, so far no matches has been bad. All of them are good. Let's be honest. Props to all the team members from both teams, so ClawClan and the Unforgiven. But that is impressive that y'all notices this. I mean, obviously I'm like still trying to improve as to catch some of the plays here, but indeed, even I, when I'm playing some games, sometimes I like play with the toggle and I put it off to just not activate the effect and do it after for the surprise. But the way he manipulated the sphere creep indeed is surprising. Which is why I've seen the sphere creep later on when there were like the two adorations. No, adoration did and key. There were two monsters, I believe. Yep, exactly. Exactly, we both agree with that. So Kurdanovsky with the first turn here so far. Hopefully I'm not glitching as well. Okay, just going to do a quick break as well. This will let me see as well if there was maybe some team talk to think what play to do. Mainly against Christian, I do guess for hero it's not that easy to like set up the field, so probably they're like thinking around this. We'll be back. I'll let you enjoy these turns. Alright. I did good on being patient and under a break, because sometimes I like to like see if there's like any lag or any issue, so I can like already tell if I have to like maybe reset the duel. Anyways, there was a Genix Undyne summon which sent the Selfifnir. Selfifnir, I believe, destroyed itself to then summon the Dicefer? So this one. Cosmic Cyclone on the Umi very fast. Still a good choice. Still a good choice here, good play. I think for SSA decks, if they don't use another Umi on their deck, I think the deck is just weak. Because most of them are like using the field spell, stuff from the skill. And if it gets banished, it's just getting awful for like the Christian player. Banishes the SSA. Ah, okay. I don't think... Well, maybe he can still come back. I don't think it is like the death here. He is able to do a lot of players. Let's see. Although 2 Cosmic Cyclone removing a lot of back row. Alright, so he went for the Christian Impact, just to reduce the defenses to 0. Don't think that is the end phase, unless it is. My goodness. No way. Wow. Okay. Does he have any stab is the question. Doing the Trinity by having the other hero in hand as well. Impressive. I guess we have someone on fire right now. Kurosuke carrying the team still. Oh, my goodness. I think every single time I cast in a match, there's always something special. Always. This is getting incredible, I swear. I do want to say still that it was not even a bad play, but I think for Christian Impact, let's say you're letting the opponent like on the main phase do some plays and you use Christian Impact to, like, for example, special summon one from the banished pile. The good effect is indeed like you reduce it to 0, but I do want to say maybe you can like use it later to at least like secure yourself on having a Christ run. I will personally do it like that, but I don't think I caught, sadly, the play he was trying to do. So I do apologize for this. Alright, so let me just treat it like that. And when it comes to scores, we'll have to yet again update. Right, this is 7-1 so far. Score team of 2. I think Markham was done, right? Let me check. Yes, it is. Okay. Haven't done any mistake. I'm not. Nee. I'm not. No, I'm not cursing teams. No, no, please. I'm not. I do agree that maybe I'm like doing, I don't know, or getting some special stuff. I have no idea, but I'm not doing anything to the teams because I don't even know them. I just want them to know that I'm not like that bad of a person. Anyways, let's keep up. It's going to be issues against issues. All good. Also farms. I actually don't even stream farms like at all. I could maybe farm a game if it's for time trials or even speedrun, but not all the games. I mean, for Duel Links, when it comes to events, I don't even want to stream them anymore because a lot of people will do it. A lot of people will be doing videos about it, about the farm decks, and I don't find this interesting for me. I prefer to play anything that is related to PvP, just so how I play some of the decks that I have and with whatever I have as a card. And it's actually a mirror match with the same tractor, probably the same skill, which will be Symptoms. Alright, I'm quite interested in that. Let me see what Markham is going to be able to pull off. Alright, he wants to go for the 3 monster on the field already, with a Vine set. All good. I do believe he sends the Malicious. And I do believe, I don't know if he's actually having Plasma. This is the question, but normally for the heroes right now, they have it. Sets 1 card and has 3 monster in defense. Alright. Let me see what they have. Alright, Cosmic Cyclone. I do guess that was also a Cosmic Cyclone that was set. Now if he has it, he's gonna want to use it. I think he knows it. It was not, it was a match change. I'm curious why he didn't use it. Maybe that is because he thinks his opponent is going to be doing Plasma turn 2. And if he, for example, does a Fusion, he will give a good monster on the side of Plasma. Alright, so he normally summoned Vion, which I'm quite surprised at this move. Malicious banishes himself and special summon a Malicious. Alright. He doesn't have a way to like get a fusion except by mass change. So now I think he's going to do 1 attack at least to get another mass change and maybe transform. No, I think he's gonna do, no, he has to do it like that. So he's going to do an attack with, oh no, okay. I'm gonna be quiet for a second. It is possible that he is trying to see if he has a way to do the lethal. Now, one interesting thing about this duel we have right here is Markham actually got the, I'd say, common hand when it comes to heroes and the good plays and also the good field. So pretty much the typical one. And on the side of Kurosuke, he had a pretty different kind of hand, forcing himself to actually summon normally the Violent. Sends a Malicious, decides to special summon a Malicious. Also uses a spell to be able to get an Anki to just send the Malicious back to the graveyard, banish the Malicious to get himself the Polymerization. So indeed that is going to be tricky for Kurosuke to, for example, try the lethal, or just get himself a nice field. I do think he's still able to like destroy most of the monsters to then be able to do and get himself more mass change. We'll see. Alright, he goes for the polymerization here. Oh, he had another Violent, another increase. Going for the adoration here. He just needs to select one of the heroes and reduce the stats of one of the monsters. Alright, goes for the Seal Tom first. Right, wise choice here. Decides to not even attack once. He has done the 3 attacks and he still has like 1000 life points of difference compared to his opponent. 2 cards set down. Goes for the direct attack. The first one passes. And the second one again. Okay, I'm really impressed with whatever is going on right now. Cannot believe whatever is going on. This is impressive. Kurosuke yet again takes a win for his team. I'm sure that the referee is as impressed as me for whatever is going on. Alright, let me just change the score here. So now we're gonna have the last player, which is Nightcore. Let me just put the name of the player right. Alright. Yeah, I have no idea, ball, but I do want to say this is going nuts for real. I've already like seen some matches as well that are like, let's say, quite impressive. When it's like the 7-win streak with Crystron, or that be the DD day that I've cast. Like, I've got quite some impressive words as usual, but this one probably really surprises me. Like, I'm sorry, but both teams are playing very well so far. And I'm not even joking with it. Yeah, as you said, Sarah, that's something that can happen as well, but that's like rare occurrences that you actually see, let's say, a team getting so much wins like that. Indeed it occurs, but like it's still, I can understand the people, because I mean, it's a shock. You don't see matches like that with like so much difference in terms of points, but happens indeed, and I cannot say much. I must imagine that, Sarah. Let me see. Exactly. Exactly, Sarah. That's the thing. I do agree, but also when it comes to like choose the, I'd say the placement while playing the game and all, I know a lot of people were like complaining at how you cannot choose first or second, because the thing is, most of the time you do like, how should I say, rock, paper, scissors, and the one who wins the game can decide the position he wants to take. And this is like way better depending on your deck or strategy. And I mean, at some point you're doing it sort of like rock, paper, scissors game, which is already RNG, and then you get to choose the position. Quite sad they didn't even want to implement this when they have like most of their Duel Links, Yu-Gi-Oh games having this kind of feature. You believe in Nightcore, alright Sarah, we'll see. So Kuronosuke yet again begins. Plays Stratos, alright. Also I don't know if the water was heard, but anyways. That's in itself a forest. No. I know, sorry, you just came in and he did not play Stratos at the beginning of all of his games when it comes to Hero. Also at the beginning of the matches, I do believe he was playing Element Saber, then he went for Hero when it comes to Kurosuke. There was like a recent game as well where instead of like having, let's say, the good starting hand compared to his opponent, he actually got Vian. He normal summoned it and then had to play around it, and he was actually having a good comeback because Mass Change saved him. He like sent the malicious, he like special summoned from the graveyard, well, by using the effect of the malicious. Using a Mass Change gets himself an Anki, the malicious in the graveyard. Then he's able to use the effect of Vian to get himself a polymerization, so he had actually 3 monsters off the field, which was Vian with Anki and with Adoration, able to actually destroy the 3 monster in defense from his opponent, which was Herf. Alright, so yet again, the typical field, increase Stratos, Vian, gets himself the polymerization, and I do believe he's gonna... doesn't use it, he's gonna take his time here. Only sets 1 card, he's sure of this play, all good. Yeah, exactly, Bull. I mean, I gotta say one thing. I gotta say it. I'm sure everybody is, okay, at least happy of not seeing any Chris Ramiro match, but whoa. Okay. Sets 2 cards, 1 spell trap, 1 monster. And there's timing as well. There's timing. If I see 1 Chris Ramiro, I'm leaving. No worries. I think the last week was enough, because we've seen like someone just wanting to play Christian and all, and then the other team was like, well, gonna also play Christian. Poof. 3 Chris Ramiro matches in a row. But I mean, it happens. It happens. And also the funny thing is, for the Chris Ramiro matches, one of them was actually playing the tie that bins as a skill, which I think is interesting. Also, I hope I am not lagging. I might need your help. Okay. I swear, I'm really scared of like any lag, more than being like, okay, oh my god, such team wipes the other team. Like, I don't care. Like, for me, at some point, I realized that there was always going to be like some great players from both of the teams, and even like, I mean, at some point, I cannot treat all the players, you know, and that is where I realized they are playing well. Okay, okay, went for Plasma. Okay, okay. He's cheeky. Goes for Stratus here. For the sake of it, he's gonna add a monster to his hand. Bully. I'm not bullying everyone. Come on. I never bully everybody except Yuko, which is my only friend, I guess, for the streams. There's one I bully him because of his bottle of water being little. Okay. And he goes for the adoration here. Went for the fusion. Celestial. Don't worry, I will beat him with my TD. Oh wait. Oh, come on, Sarah. This hurts. When I read TD, this hurts. My goodness. I swear, what have I done to put the players on fire? My goodness. Wow. My goodness. Alright. I do believe that was actually... That was probably a hero, but... and I do apologize for not having seen the deck as well. I'll do this later on, but I believe Neko was playing hero. Alright. Correct me, people. Was he playing hero when it comes to his opponent? No, wait, we cannot see because there's... Well, wait a second. There was a spell trap. He banished it? And then the monster face down, he took control with Plasma. Wait a second. Actually, we don't know what deck he played. Oh, shoot. Alright. Alright. It was RB. He played Ritual Beast. Alright, thanks. Thanks for the information, Ball. They can see set cards when they absorb with Plasma. Ah, okay. Okay, no, I think maybe before that didn't work. Like, I do believe before the update of like the card rules and like the way you read the cards, you couldn't know with Plasma what card you took control of. Normally that wasn't possible. Yeah, maybe the other teams actually just know the info because of how it is. Right. Going with Yusei, so possibly Serrano here. Otherwise it could be a troll and it could be 6 Samurai. And I mean that will be pretty funny to see some 6 Samurai as well, but I mean, not sure it's going to happen. Actually, I have my wonders. Like, I know some of the teams, like, they like to at least use some different decks instead of like only meta, which I think can not only be entertaining but also interesting to see how some old decks can maybe outplay or just play against specific decks. But I mean, this is going to be a classic match. You see, Yusei has level augmentation. That is how it is. Alright, so I'm just going to check one thing. Oh! Ho ho ho! What is this? One set card. Let's see what night card is going to be able to do. No, I don't think he's going to be able to ODK, but he's going to be able to do something. Alright, goes with the square, the classic. Drew 2 Mali and a Poly, maybe. Who knows, Sarah. Also, Sun Saga already. And it's the increase that is being destroyed. Also, just come to think, in case the stream ends, if there's anybody who, I think we're gonna do this at the exact end of the duels. If you want me to like stream a specific streamer, just tell me in the comments. I think I also found one just because I mean we don't see like so much Russian as well on Duel Links, like there's at least some in the community, but I have an idea who to stream. So unless you want me to like stream one of our dudes of the Team Wars, I can do so. Alright, let me see. Another increase as well. Thank you very much for the follow, Sarah. I appreciate it. Right. Okay, here's attacking. Must change. Okay, another prismatic we haven't seen. The prismatic must change. Alright, so he has the Yankee going to try for the direct attack. That sounds spooky. It's just a Pokemon. Come on. And also, Lucario is not even spooky. He's one of the best, also like iconic Pokemons at some point. Like, I don't know how is he spooky. Oh my god, another mass change. Another one. Yeah, you can make it with jewels. Otherwise, that is just like you getting lucky and not even spending gems just to get like, how should I say, the card prismatic by luck, which happens to me usually. Like I don't even want to spend gems just to get a prismatic card at some point, because what is important is you get the cards, alright? And if you get the prismatic without spending, I think it is, how should I say, more valuable, because that means you got lucky simply, and it's just, I'd say, true happiness. Otherwise, like if you go like spend gems just to get some prismatic, I mean, it's lame, sincerely, sadly. No, I think he just opened a lot of packs, but possibly, yeah, he could maybe have used gems to get that mass change like that. Alright. Increase special summon. Alright, this is finally a streak that is over. Streak that is finally over for Kuronosuke. Kurosuke. And I don't know why I said Kuronosuke. I do apologize, but I don't know, it sounds nice as well. Going to be the win for Nightcore in this match. Absolute blast performance from Kurosuke. That was incredible. That was incredible. Whatever happened. I do think that is also the best performance of this week as well. Like, this is really, really shocking. Right. Oops. Not 12, alright? Not 12 losses. Alright. Nightcore is here. Let me see. So in terms of score, we're good. And we'll see which player from the ClawClan is actually going to play. Alright, they say it's going to be Ma. Or Mai. Alright. So top player, we're gonna change it. I do have my wonders, but it could be possible this is, how should I say, another hero deck. And if it is, I'm going to be pretty surprised. Alright, it's the turn for Shirano here. I repeat 10-1. Indeed, I block. Kick. Alright, Kozuki on the opening hand. Alright, this is getting interesting. Circle and he chains. Sorry, he chains with mistaken arrest. That was a great card to actually counter the Daw Magic Circle. Also, what an impressive Madness he is as well. Anyways, he uses Gaziki, sends the Solitaire, and he's going for the Synchro. Haven't seen that cost since Spell's nerf. Spell Specialist nerf, maybe I do agree that we've seen it, but I mean, it's rare as a card. I've still seen some few decks play it. It's still, I think, really specific. It just was like the good timing against a deck like DM. So, very interesting build coming from the DM. Sorry, the Shiranu player, so Nightcore. I mean, I could see Mistaken RS in some side decks if you like play a tournament. That is one thing you can see. Gunsler Shogun Saga. Alright. He wants to go heavy, he wants to get... I wanted to say the bubble, but I don't want to say it. Right. Tributes the Solitaire. Goes for the other Spectral Sword. Navigation getting changed. Alright. Nice patience. I do think it is really interesting what he has done. But let me just check one thing before I say any commentary, or else people are going to say I'm cursed. Actually, he's in a bad spot. He needs to banish the tuner. But I mean, I don't think it is bad to banish the tuner as well. Okay, he went and banished the Synchro because he doesn't want to get the big attacks. I'm not gonna be surprised if we see Sin Saga. If he has it, that is going to be bonkers. No, it doesn't seem that he has it. Only a Samurai Saga. Creating a Saga. The Shiranui Saga. So far, yes, Harf. I mean, I don't think, like, I mean, I've done personally some few team wars in the past, like back in 2018. Not like the official server, but I've done it with the French people. Enemy controller. Alright. Telling the Samurai Saga to stay in defense and stop crying. Stop asking for his mom. Back to defense. Another magical circle as well. But yeah, like, I've done some team wars in the past with the French people, and I do want to say it's not an easy thing, because not many of them were like wanting to do calls. I've sometimes done calls, not every one of them wanted, and it is actually hard to like get a lot of wins in my opinion, because not only your mind needs to be like pretty well focused, but you also need the luck with the hands. It's quite a thing. And I remember like my only best performance was like 4 wins and 2 losses, and I was at some point playing Buster Bladder with LP boost alpha, and I think I got like 3 wins. So yeah, pretty funny. Right. So he got the circle and was able to add the illusion of magic. Illusion magic, sorry. Yes, I like to add the off as an article. Okay, let me see whatever is going to happen. Alright, goes for the attack here. Quite interested that he goes with Daw Magician for the attack instead of the Kaiku. I don't know why. Okay, I guess he has read the Sphere Kuribo in the previous turn. Possibly. There is navigation in the graveyard ball. Navigation is in the graveyard, as you can see. That was some cheeky play again, actually. Not only did he use the Sphere Kuribo, but he yet again used the effect of Samurai Saga to put it in defense. I've rarely seen some Shirley actually playing that much the effects of the Samurai Saga. It happens that I see some of them doing so, but it's not often. Not even joking, it's not often that we see it. It's actually an underrated effect when it comes to like change the position of monsters, because you can actually abuse it during the battle phase. Most of the plays we usually see is like, alright, it's time to synchro. What I'm going to do, go until I get Sun Saga. And sometimes a Samurai Saga can do the job. So great choice in staying with Samurai Saga here. Goes for synchro. I'm guessing he's going to go for the Arc Fiend yet again, because normally... No wait, Arc Fiend is in the graveyard, right? No. So it has been sent to the extra deck by the effect. Alright, I see. Okay, I'm not so dumb at least, and Nightcore takes the win, alright. Yep. Probably will have managed the tuner instead of the other one. So, it's not over for the Unforgiven. They take the 3rd point for the team. I'm going to update the scores as well. Some nice below. Funnily enough, we can still see them using the repeats. We'll see if they're going to want to do so or not. So let me just verify that I've... Okay. Scores are correct. So let me just check if they're doing repeats as well. Possible that yes or no. Okay, if Kurosuke is writing, I guess they're going to do the repeats. Alright, official repeat. Okay, let me just... Took. Let's go. Exactly the same deck for Ma. Nightcore against Ma, yet again. Nightcore is in a good position, yeah. Easily. I do guess Nightcore is going to be able to get a lot of points, but it also depends on whatever Ma is going to play. Because since he's doing a repeat, which is also a good call again, DM against Shirani, you know the drill. Hope everyone is relaxed as well, because I don't know if my commentary is at least appeasing the audience. But I hope you're fine. Also, I hope you're fine today. I don't know, maybe because you had a bad journey or like a bad day because of work. Hope you're able to relax with the stream. So this time, Nightcore is going to begin the duel again. I believe that is the 2nd time as well. Right, Squire. Commentary is fine, thank you. I don't want to say anymore that my commentary is perfect. Mainly, you know what it is, because I do think the last commentary I was doing before was actually better, but what counts for me is like, I mean, at some point, you know, when I say commentator, like, I'm more of a streamer with the way I'm actually speaking, because I'm not going to be like always commentating the plays. I also want to be able to like speak with the people as well if they want to, for example, talk. This happened to me, for example, when I was streaming the game where you had the 7-win Christian. There were a lot of mirror matches as well between Christians. Trust me, I was speaking with everybody. We were actually chatting. I know I was a bit off and a bit crazy, but I mean, why not releasing the bullshit I have in mind? Anyways, Ma yet again getting a good opening hand. But this time he's gonna go for Curtain. Oh, look at me. Look at that. He's going for the Curtain here. He's gonna want to banish the Sun Saga. All good. All good. Alright, he is really going for it. Not a bad move. Plus, I do believe he can also... Yeah, still Toms. Easy call, still Toms. This is about game over. We'll see ball. Shiny has more cards still. After using Curtain, you cannot normal summon, so he can only have one Dark Magician. I do not think it is over yet. Nightcore can still come back, depending on the cards he has. So one attack hits. The commentary will get better once the comeback happens. Possibly, I mean, I may be getting excited as well, but if I get too excited, people are going to leave. They're going to be like, Serbian, you're being too loud. You're not even being funny. You're being shit. Get out of here. Get out. We don't want you anymore. We want Moomisari. We want the moose here. That's the thing. Also, shout out to Moomisari, the good boy. Just refresh that. Okay, going for Kazuki here. Alright. I guess it was forced because a normal summon did. Alright, he goes and ends the turn here. He wants to take his time. There's a Kaiku. I wonder how is he able to deal with that. Let's see. The one attack is going on here. Alright, the magic expanded is going to be the end of the match. 10-3 for ClawClan against the Unforgiven. Wow, what a war this one was. I'm quite impressed. Really impressed here. Great plays from both teams here, easily. That was a really nice match to actually cast here. So thanks again to the Team Wars team here. I think before ending, I should actually ask for the sorry, the interview if there's like anyone who wants to. Okay, just asking the team if they ever want any interview, because I don't know. I know most of the streamers will actually go for it, so still gonna ask for it. But wait, his deck was shuffled because of courting, so that was a top deck. Yeah, pretty much the top deck. Mainly, like, I guess it depends on the build for Dark Magician, but I do want to say they can get a lot of top decks if you have most of the good URs and SRs. I don't think the teams are going to want any interview especially, so I'm pretty fine with that because I'm not going to lie. Let's say forcing the people for interviews, the best is them deciding and willing if they want to. So I think let me just check right now, and then if no one's for, we're going to the raid. We're gonna do you want to like have me stream one of the team wars going on right now? There's quite a lot of matches we can actually send the people to them. Otherwise we can like help any other YouTuber, but I think maybe y'all are not really going to look for what's that, so tell me if you have any game you're interested in. Otherwise I'm going to choose, and I'm going to go, let me see. I'm trying to see the list of all the people and all. Okay. Yeah, we're gathering people, so we're going to do a raid. This is actually the end, people. Alright, let me just check. Because I don't know which team wars to actually send you. Otherwise, I think I'm going to do a normal raid, and next time if I ever know which one I want to cast, I'll tell you. So I do think this is like a sort of tournament, but yeah, just going to give some support to like Russians because I know we don't see them often. Maybe we'll have like some of them willing as well to, I don't know. I'll let you choose, guys. If you want to go for Team Wars, a lot of games for Team Wars are going on. Otherwise, this streamer is actually Russian, and I think he's casting like his own tournament, so feel free to hop in if you want. Thank you very much for coming in. Hope you enjoyed the Team Wars, and I'll see you next time.